Welcome to Commandermania.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the special event match, Commandermania, Take the Crown. Our champion has returned to claim her spot upon the throne, but 3 people have plans to usurp her as the true monarch of Commandermania. With this not only being a commander draft, but a commander draft with special rules, we're taking part 1 to explain to you the rules of the draft the cards, and show you our decks. Firstly, the draft pool consists of 5 boosters, 1 pack of Conspiracy, 1 pack of Conspiracy, Take the Crown, 1 pack of Commander Legends, and 2 packs of Murders at Karlov Manor, which we'll be taking both of those packs, putting them together, and treating them as though they were similar to a Commander Legends pack. With the Conspiracy packs, we'll draft 1 at a time. With Commander Legends and the 2 Karlov Manors, we're going to draft them 2 at a time. The deck size is 60, and all cards in the deck have to follow your commander's color identity. You can have 2 commanders, as long as they both either have partner on them, or are monocolored commanders, because monocolored commanders in this will be treated as though they all have partner. Additionally, there's a special commander rule in case you don't pull legendary that you think can work with what you've pulled, in which case we bring out our 5 special commanders. The 5 special commanders are the sub-commanders from the Streets of New Capenna commander decks. So, those would be Fabine, Boss's Confidant, Tivit, Seller of Secrets, Parnis, the Subtle Brush, the Beamtown Bullies, and Kroos, Defense Contractor. The HP will be set to 30 for this game, and there is no commander damage. Last one standing will win. Let's see the draft, shall we?
Alright, starting with Conspiracy 1. I'm going to be drafting Cogwork Spy, so I can look at the next card drafted from this booster deck.
Okay.
I'm drafting a Draft Matters card. Lurking Automaton.
Grab that.
So you have to name how many cards have drafted this round, including itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's gonna get 995.
Yeah. Next, Conspiracy. Take the Crown.
Whoa. I'm going to draft the Animus of Predation face up. As I draft cards, I may remove them from the draft face up instead, and the keywords that are on those cards out of flying, first strike, double strike, death touch, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, and vigilance will be on any Animus of Predation that I have.
Okay.
I'm going to draft another Draft Matters card. I'm going to draft Criticide. As I draft it, I choose the player to your right chooses a color, then I choose a color, then you choose a color.
Alright.
And then this can kill anything of those 3 chosen colors. They have to be different though.
Alright, I'll choose red.
I will choose white.
Damn it. I wanted to choose those colors. I'll choose blue.
America.
Okay, this can
This can
kill
destroy this guy.
Yeah.
Right, next pack.
Sure.
going to be taking a Draft Matter card, the Spire Phantasm. I realize I drafted. The next time a player drafts a card from this pack, I guess the card's name, and then you reveal the card you draft. You egg.
Next round, right?
This pack.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna say I can't remember the exact name, but it's like the green Copperhorn Scout thing. Yes, I was right. Alrighty. Next pack is going to be Commander Legends.
I'm going to draft this card, and I'm going to replace this draft with giving Animus of Predation flying.
Okay.
We'll replace both mine now with giving them Vigilance and Haste as well.
Right. Last pack. So for this one, we're passing this direction. We're opening both Karlov Manor packs and treating it like a
Mega pack.
treating it like a commander pack. So draft 2.
I'm going to draft this one, but I'm going to remove this from the draft with Animus Predation. Now it has Double Strike and Trample as well.
Fuck.
Now it has Flying, Haste, Vigilance, Double Strike, and Trample.
Okay.
I'm going to remove Racket Scoundrel. He's got Death Touch now.
Damn. Alrighty. I think now we have our draft rules.
Yeah, which means it's pizza time.
It is.
I'm not too sure what the Archivist meant by it being pizza time, but what it is time for is to show off each of the decks in turn order of the match that will be had in part 2 of Take the Crown.
Hey guys, it's Egg. I didn't really have the biggest, most elaborate plan to this draft. I just saw some big red creatures, some big green creatures, especially the Scaled Worm. And I was like, yeah, Stivala's in this pool. I guess I'll do that. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do with all that fucking mana, though? I was like, oh shit, it's a conspiracy that gives my creatures fire breathing. Oh, that's pretty good with lots of mana from Stivala. Then I was like, oh shit, okay, I have to choose a creature. I don't have, like, any doubles, I guess. Oh, I have Galvanic Juggernaut. I got Rebel Belt Braggart, I guess. So I choose the Braggart solely because it has some form of evasion on it. And then also I got this one, which is basically just a free card draw to get the other V-Brag if I need it, but it wasn't the best plan. Got Mana Geyser, sort of like a backup way for fire breathing in case Stivala isn't on the field. My interaction suite is like entirely red with a fight effect, kind of. Nah, it could be worse. It could be worse. in terms of card advantage, I got like 3 cards. So I'm just gonna cram a bunch of basic lands in here and hope for the best. Togo's also turned pretty good interaction suite, just like a backup plan, but I don't have a whole lot of landfall stuff. I have like 2 escape tunnels. I guess that works, but other than that, it's just hopefully one of my B-Brays gets through because I can give a menace, and then hopefully they don't block it, and then just give it plus like 20 plus 20 and hope for the best. I guess we'll see how that works out.
Alright guys, it's Jarco. So my plan in drafting was not exactly the brightest plan. So as you guys know, we have the alternate commanders. I was kind of aiming to have enough of 3 of the colors that the alternate commanders are, just in case you need to pick one. And I definitely needed to, because my best option without grabbing one of those was Ezram. And nothing against Ezram, but I just didn't draft enough to make Ezram work, because those packs came at the end of the draft. So I settled for Tivit. Tivit's good. Tivit's a good Esper commander. It does stuff with artifacts, does stuff with voting, which works in this pod pretty well because we voted the conspiracy stuff, so I went with stuff with that. So for the boring shit, we got some non-basic lands. Path of Ancestries, Guildless Commons, Public Thoroughfare, just so I can do mana fixing. Got some rocks, Marble Diamond, Sky Diamond. Got a single Swamp Cycler, because what we need is a swamp, clearly. For more exciting stuff, I pulled 2 Draft Matters things. I got the Spire Phantasm, which I had to guess what Egg was drafting directly after me. I was right, so it means, hey, I get to draw a card whenever I play this. Roll the clip! No. I can't keep rolling the clip. And then I have the Lurking Automaton, which gets 1/1 counters on it, equal to how many cards were drafted during the round that I drafted, including itself, which ended up being 9. So, a 9/9 for 5, yeah, it's vanilla, but like, that's not bad. On top of that, a lot of what I grabbed was artifact-related stuff that helped me with like different artifact stuff. So, Case the Flinch Falcon investigates. It has 3 more artifacts. I can animate an artifact and make it a flying bird, which this deck makes clues and treasures, so pretty good. I got some removal for artifacts and enchantments, just in case. Got a thing that investigates, but also buffs a creature. Investigating helps, because this deck likes tokens. Got the Woodshop Assistant. Get an artifact back from my graveyard. There's some good artifacts that I want to get back. Ezram. For as much as I like Ezram, I'm okay with it being in the main deck, because I can pay 1, sack an artifact to give it any amount of keywords that are listed on it, which helps. Life gain's good, hexproof's good, vigilance is good. And then we got my 5 mana things. Magnetic Snuffler. Whenever an artifact sack gets bigger, also when it enters I get to put an artifact back. That's fine. But the Benthic Criminologist drafted 2 of these. I knew they were going to be very important. And well, we'll see if they're important, really. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just suck. It is a 5 mana 4/5. But whenever it enters or attacks, I can sack an artifact and draw a card. I can sack a clue and draw a card without having to pay the cost. It's awesome. Now, Tivit also has voting stuff. So I have 2 Grudge Keepers, which if they don't vote the same way I do, they get hurt. And then I got 2 cards that are basically the same card. Literally almost to a T. They just have different stats, but they give me an additional vote, because what do I need more than more additional votes? On top of that, I also put a couple Monarch cards in here. You know, Monarch Lockdown, Monarch Unblockable, so I can hit the Monarch. Pretty good. Then we're kind of just hitting just generic stuff. I put a board buff. I put removal, discard, removal. Because you like removal in sealed, usually, as far as I'm aware. Then we got some card advantage stuff. I got Factor Fiction, got Strategic Planning, Kind Crescent Moon, draws more cards. Minamo Scroll Keeper, this is the real MVP of this deck. It gives me 1 more card in my max hand size. Because the 8th card always matters. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We got Raise Dead, return a creature to my hand in case they kill my Benthic Criminologist. Clearly. And then the 2 outliers that don't really go in any sort of thing is Thelyss In the off chance that I'm able to draw release in this deck where I have no tutors, I can use Tivit's ability, make a bunch of tokens, on the end step, make a bunch of spirits in addition. So that way I get a bigger board to help maybe push through some cracks in other people's boards. But this I was very happy to pull because, well, it's banned in Commander, so it has to be good, right? Hull Breacher. Anyone else tries to get some card advantage, fuck them. I'm making treasures. Simple as that. I don't know how well it's going to work. It's very ramshackled together, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Hello, I am the Archivist, and for my first deck on the channel, I've decided to play a bad one. Well, draft a bad one, I mean. When I drafted this custom draft, I did not have any plan other than draft as many cool Draft Matters cards as possible. And I succeeded. I got a Regicide that can kill anything that's Jeskai. I got a Animus of Predation that I put like 10 keywords on and gave it fire breathing. And then I got a Volatile Chimera, which allowed me to play some things that weren't necessarily in my deck's color identity. Beyond that, I just kind of drafted Golgari with a little bit of red and white as well, but so I had to pick the extras because I didn't draft really any good commander cards, at least for the cards that I drafted. Draft a lot of things that could reanimate or just be big. So the choice was between the Beamtown Bullies and Fabine, and I just thought that my black was a little bit better than the white cards. So that's what I picked. We have some fairly large creatures in Terastodon and Finclade Fugitives and Spiritmonger and Forgotten Ancient, with an additional extra medium-sized and not really all that cool large creatures. Topiary Panther is kind of neat because you can basic land cycle it and then reanimate it with the Beamtown Bullies. Here we got all the card draw that I drafted. Card draw, some of it only draws one card. Very few of it only draws more. This is basically just anything that can draw a card at this point, and this is anything that could even be thought of as ramp. And this is my small suite of removal. Some of it's better than others. Most of it's pretty bad. In this little pile we have just some little techie cards that don't really do much in any given moment, except they could be useful. I really like the idea of chalk outline with Beamtown Bullies getting value for giving people cards, but I have to draw it first. We'll see if that happens. For my Volatile Chimera pile, I really tried to grab a couple of the interesting off-color creatures that had cool attack abilities. And yeah, we'll see if I can lay low long enough to sweep the wind out of somebody's legs.
Hello, fellow vassals of Hastur the Unspeakable. This is the deck I assembled in the draft. I'm going to be honest, I did not have much of a plan. I just saw good green and blue cards and put them in my deck. But, you know, some of these are pretty cool. Look at this one. This one's pretty awesome. It's called Archdruid's Charm. Think I can do something with that 1/1 counter ability. It can also act as removal and buffing my creatures. It's pretty crazy. Another standout Overrun to make all of this even bigger and trample. But to be honest, I think the biggest star of the show is just the commander that I pulled, Gore Muldrock. They make salamanders for every opponent. I have, on the occasion, whoever has the least amount of creatures gets salamanders. And I think that's just very neat. I have card draw, such as Brainstorm and Divination. It's all pretty cool. I don't see this doing much.
The stage has been set. The competitors have their decks readied, their strategies in hand, and they have the taste of victory upon their lips. Who will come out on top? Who will walk away with the championship? Who will be the Monarch of Commandermania? We'll find out next time on Commandermania.